I'm Suzy Woods. I'm from Springfield, Illinois, and this is my story. I'm the Director of Disability Services at the University of Illinois at Springfield, but most importantly, I'm the mother of Adam, who is now 30, who has a developmental disability as well as many health problems. And I have two granddaughters, one of whom has an IEP for sensory integration problems and a learning disability. And Adam was never supposed to be 30. He was supposed to die by the time he was 13 or 14. And so he's had 14 or 15, he's actually had 18 surgeries, and many times they told us make plans because he's not going home from the hospital, but he's fooled everybody. He's married, and he works for the National Guard in Springfield, and his job is through a grant that UCP Lincoln Land has with the federal government. Life My Way, for me as a mom, and also for the students I work with at UIS, means that they're respected, that their disability is secondary to who they are, and they get to make choices and do what they want to do. We had somebody who was a service provider say to us one time, "You've raised him just like he doesn't have a disability." And they did not mean that in a complimentary way, but I took it in a complimentary way because we did raise him just the way we raised our other child, our daughter Rachel. And so I think it's really important never to underestimate what people with disabilities can do. And it's also important that our states start to give people with more significant disabilities the support they need to be able to do what they want to do with their lives. I advocate because I feel like if we don't use our voices, nobody will understand our stories. If you don't deal with disability on a daily basis, you don't sometimes know about disability. And a life lesson to me was when Adam was 10, nobody wanted him in their class in school because of his medical issues. And we had several IEPs, and I had gone back and gone back and gone back, and nobody wanted him, and I was really frustrated. It was the year the ADA was signed into law, so I wrote Barbara Bush just thinking she was a mom and she might understand. She had a daughter that died of leukemia, and she called our house and wanted to talk to me and asked me what I needed. And I said, "I just don't want him bust out of Carlinville anymore where we lived." And she said, "Consider it done," and he was never bust out again. And my two life lessons were that everybody has a voice and we have to use it. But the second life lesson was it didn't change things for anybody but Adam. And so that's why we have to change things systemically so it affects everybody. My dreams are that people with disabilities have the same options as people without disabilities, that people realize the extent of what people with disabilities are able to do with their lives, and never judge people on the way they look or the way they appear, and that they're able to be happy in their lives and do whatever they want to do that would most make them happy.